do something real special for this unboxing.
Step aside, my mutant brother. I, the master of magnetism, will give this community an unboxing mankind has never seen.
Ayo, God, this is crazy.
It's all yours now.
The box has been opened, and as you can see, I have not pulled out the book yet. This is the first time. First time I'm gonna see it. So, what did I get? Let's pull it out. Crazy wrapping job. This is from my friend Mark at Collectibles on Instagram and on whatnot. I got this through him, and boy, did he roll himself up a comic here. This is the tender love and care that that this comic book deserves. All right. That's one layer of bubble wrap. Alright, next layer. What's this gonna be? What's this gonna be, guys? As I already alluded to, it is something special. Alright, I can just pull it out like this. I need to unroll it. Normally I'd fast forward through this kind of stuff, but this one deserves a little anticipation. Alright, one envelope, piece of cardboard. Here we go. Holy shit. Take it out of the plastic so you guys can really see what I got here. An X-Men 1. My goal for the year, my second biggest grail, and it's here. X-Men #1. Don't worry, we will cut to some kind of close-up shots of the book, but it's here. I did it. I managed to get that big book. Man. I've actually had this sitting in the box all week, waiting to film this, to do this kind of elaborate unboxing. It was very hard to not open the box, but I wanted to bring you guys something, maybe an unboxing you haven't seen before, with the help of the Master of Magnetism and my guy Colossus. But finally, here we are. I'm laying my eyes. Man, I gotta say, there's times this year where I started wondering if it was a realistic goal, if it was even a smart goal financially. Just recently, I even started thinking, like, I'm going to have to push this into next year, and then we'll see. You know, part of my goal this year was to have the hobby fund this, so get to this book through selling books and any other kind of like side hobby related, hobby adjacent fundraising. I did pretty good, but I was still a long way from my goal total, my X-Men fund total that I wanted to get to. Because I really was kind of originally thinking I wanted to get a 2.5 to a 3.5. But I always said to myself, look, like, I don't need to get those grades. What I need is a book that presents well and that looks good for the grade it's got. But I did really, in my mind, just kind of get overly attached to the grade point range that I was thinking in my head, which was almost double the cost of what this ended up being. But then this book got posted. I saw it. It looked good to me. It presented well. It was this 1.8, but the price was right. I really thought it was a little bit under what they were going for at this grade, and it looked good, like I said. So I had to jump on it, and what was great is I had the money. The money was in the fund. I had already raised enough to get to this point. I didn't have to pull money or siphon funds from any other, savings or just my general finances, or sell off any books. That's often something we got to do when we decide to make a big purchase like this. Straight cash, right out of my X-Men 1 fund, book in my hand. Pretty great. CBCS, some of my friends were asking, do you think I'm gonna regrade or send it to CGC? It's a possibility down the line, but honestly, this is a collection book that I may upgrade one day, and maybe at that time, maybe it'll make more sense to put it in a CGC slab. I don't know. At this point, I'm also a little bit of an aesthetic guy. I like having all my books uniform looking the same. So I will have to kind of get my mind around that a little bit. But at the end of the day, I don't know if it would be really worth the cost or the potential to drop a grade. So I think I'm going to keep it as is for the time being. And we'll see how time goes along. Maybe next year or a year or two, I'll change my mind, but I think for the time being, I'll go with what it's in, and I like the label. I like the CBCS slab overall, so I'm happy with it. But man, it's the X-Men 1 in my comic room. That's crazy. It's where it all began. It's where these guys all began. I will show you the backside. It does have there's a big chunk out here and a big chunk out there. But overall, I mean, it's definitely, tanned, but it's not that bad. The colors are nice, and I want to stare at it for a while after this. But here we go. I did it, guys. I got my X-Men 1. This now gets me a lot closer to my 1 to 300 run. I'm at this current point missing a 2 and a 3 and a 4, and I believe a 9, and then a 3 or 4 of the reprints between 67 and 94. I think it's 67, or is it 65? I think it's 67. So, we're down to single-digit books left for my run. It's pretty amazing. I picked up some books recently. You may have seen them I showed a couple on a stream recently. There's more I have to show in a video upcoming, but We did it, guys. We did it. And I say we because I did have help in the community, people buying my books that I was selling, and it was pretty great to get that support from you guys who did buy from me. And thank you, because you helped me get here. And I'm going to probably be staring at this for the next hour or so before I put it on the wall. Or maybe I'll put it here in the middle of my table and just like let it sit here for a little while. But man, I'm really excited about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this unboxing video. Hopefully you think it's the best unboxing video you've seen in a long time. I'm over the moon with this book, man. Frig. I think I have this and then my giant size X-Men one, like my two favorite books in all the world. I got them both. Where do we go from here? More. There's more. There's much more to get. So stay tuned to the channel because I ain't going nowhere. I will say though, probably gonna try to keep it low key the rest of the year. We'll see how it goes. I'm sure there'll be a couple more purchases, but this one definitely was the big one of the year. Hit my big goal, and now we look to the future, and we also look at this book. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. I would love your support. Like this video, comment on the video, let me know what you think of this bad boy, and let me know what you guys are hunting out. What are your big hunting books? I'd love to hear from you about those. And you can always also reach out to me on Instagram. You know, throw me a message, a DM, whatever. Unfortunately, my lights go out on their own if they've been on for too long. So that's it for this video. If you like this one, maybe you'd like to check out a couple of my recent videos here. And until the next one, keep collecting.